Blender 5 adds some new grease pencil features, such as sharp corners and a pen tool. Two features which are desired by vector artists that are used to Adobe Illustrator. To get started, I open a new 2D animation project and I drag and drop a quick sketch that I made. Then I switch to edit mode and to point selection mode. Select the pen tool. Draw a point and then another point to create a segment and so on to create a curve stroke. You may have to zoom in, otherwise instead of drawing more points, it will just select the handles. Drag after clicking to create a bezier curve with handles. Select the point and change it to a different type, like free, by pressing V. Select the handles and adjust the curve shape as needed. I recommend using tweak selection mode for this. Go to Stroke, set Uniform Thickness, so that you can adjust the thickness of the strokes. After that, when you select a corner point, you can change it by going to Point, Set Corner Type. Now you can make sharp corners, which was not possible before Blender 5. Using a mirror modifier, we can mirror the stroke. If you want to add more strokes that are not connected, make sure that you deselect any points with Alt-A before drawing the new stroke. Sometimes smoother strokes can be achieved by removing unnecessary points. To do that, select those points and press Ctrl X, then choose Dissolve. Then adjust the remaining points. By clicking without dragging, you create points that create straight lines. Be careful not to create new points too close to existing strokes. You can always adjust their location later. If you click close enough to the start point, it will close the loop. Or you can make it a closed loop by checking the Cyclic box in edit mode. Select the rest of a stroke by pressing L while hovering over it and duplicate it with Shift-D. To create a circle, first add a new blank grease pencil object in object mode. You can find these primitive shapes in the tool panel. Instead of drawing the circle like this, hold Alt and start from the middle. Then press Enter to confirm. Then you can adjust the stroke thickness and also the stroke opacity, otherwise a black material will just look gray. In the option panel you can increase the resolution of the stroke as well. Besides the stroke color, you can also set a fill color. Be sure to select the stroke in edit mode and set fill opacity to 1. If you want some strokes to be in front of others, move them on the Y-axis. You can go back to the camera view by pressing 0 on the numpad. To fill the nose with a different color, select it by hovering over it and pressing L. Create a new material, give it a name and a different fill color, and click on Assign. Be sure to select the stroke in edit mode and set fill opacity to 1. If you encounter the problem that something is in front of something else, even though in 3D space they're behind that thing, that's because they are probably on the same layer. You can select that stroke, press M, and then move it to its own layer. And then you can play with the order of the layers to change the visibility. Alternatively, you can press P and separate it by selection to make it a separate grease pencil object. Finally, to remove the background image, uncheck Background Images in the camera settings.